Hello, I have ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, combined type. This means that while most people have a nice, reliable Honda Civic for a brain, mine is full of bees. See, I'm short on a couple important little brain chemically guys we call neurotransmitters. Norepinephrine, which regulates attention and memory, and dopamine, which regulates pleasure and motivation. Without norepinephrine, I can't use force to focus. Without dopamine, I can't be motivated by rewards or punishments. Instead, my ADHD nervous system is interest-based, a fact I didn't know until I was well into my adulthood. So imagine you're me for a minute, hardly even aware that ADHD is a thing. I'm 15 years old. It's my sophomore year of high school. My teachers are well-meaning and doing their best. They tell me, good job. They tell me, you're so smart. They praise me, reward me, and in so doing, they teach me to place my worth on my intelligence, on what I can do, on the great grades I get, instead of who I am, not realizing what it's doing to my sense of self. Instead, Mr. Bornfeld squats down next to me with my blank test in hand because I couldn't remember any of the European authors and books I'd crammed into my head the night before, and he looks at me and says, "You're a pleasure to have in class, but I know you can do better because I've seen what you can do when you really try." He calls to mind everything everyone has said to me over the years. "You are such a gifted child. Everything should come easy to you. Stop being so lazy. Why don't you try harder? Try, 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 try." Can nobody see how I'm trying? I burn out. I shut down. I barely scrape by with a C. I come out of it with my sense of self-efficacy in the toilet and enough anxiety to mask my ADHD for 6 more years. However, a year later, I had a physics teacher. Mr. Ellis was his name. He based his class on interest, and sure, we had required things to learn, but all his assignments were student-driven, and he never assigned homework. For the first time in a long time, I was allowed to follow the dopamine, to decide for myself, and take my learning into my own hands, enabling me to thrive. I often wonder if I'd had more teachers who saw me like Mr. Ellis did, who let me develop my way, could I then have avoided the pathological guilt smothering my desires like a thick layer of dust? And now that I'm learning to be an educator myself, one of the things that matters most to me is to help my students become what they dream, instead of just what I want.